Ooh-wee. Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is October the 20th, 2019. Strong hand. Bitcoin is next Bitcoin. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. One Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. Offended by selling. Unconfiscatable conviction. Be a unique beast. All right, guys. Hello, my elite friends. Check out Friday's show and Saturday's show. Please do it right now. Click on the links below. DisruptMeister.com. You can watch all my old shows. This Week in Bitcoin was great with Haas and Adriana. Yeah, we had a female on. Pound that like button. And Saturday's Beyond Bitcoin show, always a blast. Dudes, check them out. This is your home of Bitcoin insider information. You're about to get some more of that insider info. Hey, if you got questions, type in Bitcoin Meister. I'll answer your questions. Hello, my elite friends. It's good. It's good to be alive today, baby, wherever you are. If you're in Sydney, Australia, you're back in Baltimore. We'll discuss in a second. Okay, so get ready this week. I want everybody to have a strong hand to be ready for the Zuckerberg hearing on Wednesday, and wish Mark Zuckerberg well as the Congress people try to bash him over Facebook and Libra and that he's so rich and evil, and he's not. They're envious. They're trying to make their constituents happy or trick their constituents into keep on voting for them for emotional reasons. Let me say something about him. Lately, he has been standing up for Facebook and against censorship, and the usual suspects are railing against him, and he is not giving in. This is a good sign. We should wish him well. You might not like Libra, but he has been standing up to these people. He is not giving in to them lately. Most of the people in big corporations, they want to fit in. If they say you're going to censor, you're going to get rid of unwanted groups, you're not going to let political advertisements be on your platform, most people they bow down to the government. He has not lately. Let's see. Maybe he'll give in during these hearings. I wish him well on Wednesday, but a reason I bring this up for you people is because the price of Bitcoin for you fiat freaks out there, it's probably go a little wild. It might, go low. It might go high. You got to be ready for Wednesday. I'm preparing you in advance. Okay, enough Zuckerberg now. But he's not playing in. He's not playing in the fitting in censorship game as of yet, at least. He's not playing in their little game there. Johnny NY says, Bitcoin Meister, hi, Adam. Happy late birthday to your dad. Well, thank you very much. Yesterday, the 19th, was the day my father was born. And, of course, we think of my father on that day, all of us in the Meister family. We also think of my father today. Today is Shemini Atzeret. Well, it just started in America, but here it's the next day already in Australia. And you light a Yortzeit candle to remember your relatives that are no longer among the living. So this is, I like this for my father today, and Yizkor was today. And so I want to tell everyone, Bitcoin comes up at synagogue. I'm at the main synagogue in downtown Sydney, near that monument, the Anzac Monument. I don't even know the name of it's the Grand Sydney Synagogue, okay? And the security to get in there on Shabbat, first of all, was incredible. I mean, they were questioning me. And it's sad we live in a world in such a beautiful modern city where they got to take such precautions to interrogate you before they get into the synagogue to make sure no one insane comes into the synagogue. But again, here in Australia, they have gun control also. So maybe that in America, that's why people don't get interrogated on the same level. Anyway, we're not going to get into that discussion. But the synagogue people, the security to get into the synagogue, as they were interrogating me, they were like, well, why are you in Sydney? What's your business? And I said, Bitcoin. And they Bitcoin. They knew Bitcoin. The two security guards, they knew Bitcoin. But then they're like, blockchain. And I was like, whoa, blockchain? And that was kind of weird to me. And they even brought up Ripple, and I wanted to vomit, of course. So that was interesting. And so, I mean, talking to Haas, and no, Haas was not at synagogue. Pound that like button. I guess they'd give Haas a hard time getting to the synagogue, wouldn't they? So moving on. No. So, no, Haas said that people know Ripple here. Apparently, people in Australia know Ripple, unfortunately. But hey, it shows that in this country, they dug a little bit deeper into Bitcoin and they found out about altcoins, and they'll have to find out the hard way. So today in synagogue, and again, it's already Monday here. When I was called up to read the Torah, the cantor, someone said to me, well, what brings you here? And I said something about Bitcoin or whatever. And he's like, oh, Bitcoin. He's like, are you just interested in Bitcoin or the other coins too? I said, dude, you got to just focus on the Bitcoin. So their real life Bitcoin experience. I'm doing my little part to make sure people that don't get confused into altcoins. But I got to say, regular people on the streets of Sydney, that were associated with the synagogue, they knew about Bitcoin and they knew about altcoins. And okay, so moving on. So talking about mainstream, let's talk about mainstreaming of Bitcoin. So, well, some mainstreamers know it here in Sydney, apparently. Beautiful Sydney. But there is, this is insider info right here. Yeah. Satoshi Games. We are announcing our new game at the Lightning Network Conference. Here is the Medium article about Light Night, our Bitcoin integrated battle royal game. You'll also find a trailer in the article. And I said in the past that maybe something that will help get the masses into Bitcoin is something that's funny, something that's fun, something like a game. And games will help. And they describe it in simple words. Players earn Bitcoin by shooting other players and lose Bitcoin when they get shot. So that seems pretty simple. Or play a game, earn Bitcoin. Hey, I'm glad people are experimenting with it. This is a cool use of the Lightning Network that doesn't involve buying coffee, which I think is great. I don't think buying coffee is great, but I do think this playing games, getting young people who like to play ridiculous games like this into earning or losing Bitcoin, pretty cool stuff there. Pretty interesting. And I haven't heard about it anywhere else. So Satoshi Games, you might not be Satoshi Nakamoto, but you're doing big stuff for Bitcoin in theory. Keep on experimenting, people. Keep on trying, Satoshi Games. You never know. Be in motion is what I'm trying to say. Be in motion. Get shirts like this. Link to below. Contribute to the show through the anchor link below. And sportsmeister.com, you get all my audio podcasts. Some of you are listening right now. I mentioned on Saturday's show, and probably I'll mention this on tomorrow's show too. It's just if you want to donate fiat to the show, it might be easy to do the super chat, but check out the anchor donation link I have there. They don't take as much, and Anchor is better than YouTube. I'll explain that some more. Watch Saturday's show if you want to hear some about that, but I'll get into that on Monday again. So, okay, we got that FUD. CoinDesk. How does CoinDesk celebrate the 18 millionth Bitcoin being mined? Whoa, 18 million Bitcoins mined. How hard is that 21 million limit? And again, this is CoinDesk, not Coinbase. And I enjoy FUD like this. But some people get FUDded out like this. FUDded out when they hear, some people aren't satisfied with that 21 million supply. Maybe they want a 42 million coin. Let them keep talking about it. They can make their own crypto dividend. That is fine with me. A quote was from some experts. Both Walsh and Brody suggested that Bitcoin's 21 million supply cap might one day be subject to change. Well, okay, Brody, if you want to do that, go ahead. You can fork off your 42 million Bitcoin, okay? You could call it Bitcoin 42. You could try to call it Bitcoin. But people in the Bitcoin community, we will be very calm about it. I'm preparing everyone for this because sooner or later, they're going to try. Someone is going to try this. And they'll have a very prominent figure in the Bitcoin community get behind it. And so that person will try to cause panic and FUD. And the way you approach this is you're like, fine, crypto dividend. We're going to get this for free. We are going to get, so I'm giving you the future history of the 41 million Bitcoin fork. I mean, maybe it'll be at 63 million Bitcoin that they think that should be the supply limit. This is the thing. When it happens, the prominent figure, whoever it may be, or prominent figures, there might be a few of them. They'll make it seem bigger than it really is. And then the whole Bitcoin world, the whole crypto world will get this for free, and then they'll get to price it. So let's say Bitcoin is at $20,000 then. Will people be willing to pay $20,000 for this thing that they're calling Bitcoin? Think about it. Not only should you think about it, you should get into your long-term memory and remember 2017. We've been through this before. The future history of the 42 million coin is just Bcash. The exact same thing will happen again. Some people will be willing, some foolish people will be willing to pay fiat and will be willing to give up their precious Bitcoin for this thing that all of us are going to get free, okay? We've seen it before. But hey, we've also seen that no one in the right mind prices a fork at the price of the real thing. Everyone will, the silent majority knows what the real thing is, no matter what prominent figure. So maybe it'll be Bitcoin Muhammad next time instead of Bitcoin Jesus. Who knows? Who knows who will be promoting the 40? But some people will never learn, though. Some people will fall for it. Some people will panic. And hey, this is just the start. We're happy that we got the 18 millionth coin. But wait a second, is the supply limit? Is that really a hard cap? For the real Bitcoin, it is a hard cap. But there will be people trying to say they've got the real Bitcoin and they'll have 42 million of them, 63 million of them. And it will just be Bcash all over again. It's all cyclical, people, but it'll look a little bit different. When will it come? Well, they should sooner than later, they should try it, because the higher the fiat price of Bitcoin, the less likely that people are going to be fooled by like someone saying, no, I've got the real Bitcoin now. What? Wait, the real Bitcoin's $100,000 and you're saying you're going to produce a real Bitcoin that's equivalent? It's $100,000 and there's going to be 42 million or 63 million. It's a very hard, but so if it's a lesser price, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, there'll be more fools that are willing to say, yeah, well, maybe this new Bitcoin is, I'm willing to pay $10,000 for it or whatever. That's ridiculous. All right, so some people will never learn from it. So bring it on. I say bring it on, and just prepare for it, people. We're getting the early signs right now. So speaking of crypto dividends, and I just want to say, last time around, people were very, very threatened by the whole Bcash thing. Very threatened, got very defensive, got very angry, and it was understood because we hadn't lived through it yet. An unfriendly fork by a prominent figure with a pretty good selling point, like we need cheap coffee. In the future, it'll be, we need more Bitcoin for all the poor people out there. Some guilt thing. But this time around, you don't get angry. Ignore it, treat it like a crypto dividend, and it'll be even more smooth, the process. But unfortunately, in our community, there are people that just get emotional, and we'll probably see a very similar scenario. And so talking about crypto dividends, the guys at the Mimble coin, Chris, which is a crypto dividend airdrop that all us Bitcoin holders are getting for free on December the 11th. If you signed up for it, he talks about one thing that's very interesting in there. They have an update, so you can read your update. He says, I wanted to write a quick update on our progress on atomic swaps. just now, we completed our first atomic swap between MWC's testnet and Bitcoin's testnet. The transaction can be seen here. This was a proof of concept, and there's a lot of work to make this functionality usable, but this is a very important first step towards very powerful functionality that we will be working on in the coming months after mainnet launch. Well, that is very interesting. If they're going to be able to pull off an atomic swap between Bitcoin and an anonymous coin, that adds some people want to turn their Bitcoin into something anonymous, and if they can do it with atomic swaps, then that's interesting. So I say, Chris, keep on innovating over there. Pump it, dude. Pump it was what we're getting for free. Hey, just make it seem awesome. Innovate on it. And if people want to buy that stuff, be my guest. I don't buy stuff that I get for free. But as we've seen with Bcash and all the crypto dividends, there are plenty of people that'll turn their precious Bitcoin into these altcoins, these crypto dividends. And I got to say, that's actually, you're working on like a real use case there, dude. You've got yourself if this can do an anonymous atomic swaps. But if you want to read more, it's linked to below. People have asked about updates on that crypto dividend. Really what you need to know is December 11th is the day that you're going to get it for the people that signed up for it. And 123 No Scope said, Bitcoin's hard cap is what got me so obsessed with it in the first place. That's one of the things that got me into it too, dude. But a lot of people don't get into it for that reason. I'd say the majority of people don't get into it for that reason. I can't wait for the mainstream to complain that they don't have enough BTC and should raise the supply. Dude, that's already happening. See that CoinDesk article. But it'll get louder. It will get louder. Maybe it's all based on the 210,000 block theory. It really was loud in 2017 for the Bcash people, for King of the Trolls. So maybe 210,000 blocks. Maybe 2021 will be the 42 million coin FUD. It'll reach its peak then. And well, also speaking about crypto dividends, we talked about this Ballet Bitcoin hardware wallet thing that Bobby Lee is working on. And for all you insiders out there, Bobby Lee will probably come on the show to talk about it. I've never had him on the show before. But they are linked to below and I forgot to quote the link, so I'm not going to have a direct quote here. But they are bragging about how you can claim B Diamond and I think B Gold and B Cash and BSV through your Ballet crypto wallet. And I have questions about this thing. I am not saying to get the Ballet crypto wallet. There are a lot of people with a lot of questions about it because it's already got it's got a recovery seed or it might not a recovery. It's got a private key that's easily accessible that other people may have seen. And okay, that's a whole nother story. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I predicted that eventually there would be wallets that were crypto dividend friendly, that were fork friendly, that would use marketing lines that would say, hey, you're going to get your crypto dividend this way. Because no one out there so far in all the wallet space is saying, hey, you keep your Bitcoin here, you can easily get your crypto dividends. You can easily get your Bitcoin forks. And so I like that direction. Now, there's questions about the wallet itself. But I'm bringing this up from a marketing perspective. I think Trezor and all of them out there should make it very easy to claim your all the forks. Yeah, B Diamond included. So they're going in that direction. So hey, just wanted to bring it up. It's news. And I will be in Adelaide. First of all, I love Sydney, but I will be, and I've never been to Adelaide before, starting Thursday. So all you people in Adelaide, see you then. But Sydney people, I'm going to the event, the movie premiere at 5:45 today. And of course, on Wednesday, you get to hang out with me. It's linked to below. I think it's at 6:15 at some bar. And it was great to meet. Yesterday, I was at an event. People in Sydney, people who recognize me and stuff. And that was really flattering. That was really awesome. I know some of you are watching right now. And thank you, Haas, for setting all this up. And we might have a special I met the co-founder of, we've had Alex on the show from Amber, and I met Chantel De La Rey, and maybe she'll come on the show. All you thirsty dudes will obviously love that. Hopefully there are not too many of you thirsty dudes out there, but there are some. From some of the questions that I get. Adam, do you still work for Trezor? Dude, I never worked for Trezor. It's called an affiliate link. Pound that like button. All right. So let's see. Anyone can have a Trezor affiliate link. Your worst enemy can. Now, moving on, and that I say your worst enemy because that's my Bitcoin line. Anyone can own a Bitcoin. If your worst enemy owns a Bitcoin, it helps you. It's uncensorable, baby. And we'll talk about that next time. I had my sprints. I started my sprints like at 7 a.m. this morning. I've never done it that early before. You got to avoid the suns, dude. You got to avoid the sun. It was sprint day today. Yeah. Okay, we're going to talk about Poloniex in a second, but 123 No Scope said, do you think switching to sats would cause people to get less jealous or people full of coins? It definitely would stop unit bias, in my opinion. No, I think it would confuse the heck out of everyone. I am not a proponent of that at all. There's so many people that are like, oh, we need a different, we can't keep it in Bitcoin. We can't keep it, it's too complex. Bitcoin's worth so much now. We have to say 0.01 Bitcoin. This sats thing it'll even confuse more people. Who knows how this will, let's let it evolve naturally. But in terms of jealousy and whatnot, no, it won't affect. They won't even be, the people who are jealous won't even be able to grasp the whole Satoshi concept. So they'll just go back to pricing it in Bitcoin, or they price it in fiat. They value their wealth in fiat. Okay, Asian innovation versus American question mark here. So this is my thoughts on, some thoughts on Poloniex. We are writing to inform you that Poloniex is spinning out from Circle into a new company called Polo Digital Assets. This new company will have the full backing of a major Asian investment group who intends to focus on the needs of global crypto traders. Unfortunately, in order to be competitive in the global markets, we will not be able to include U.S. customers in the spinout. So Circle will be winding down operations for U.S. Poloniex customers. And they give the dates. It's linked to below. So if you are a silly person and you keep your cryptocurrency on Poloniex and you're an American, get it off. They're not doing business with you. If you trade your Bitcoin for some unknown reason, they don't want to do business with you anymore. And APOMP sums it all up. Poloniex is moving out of the U.S. to focus on international markets. They won't even let U.S. customers use their products moving forward. This will become the norm if the U.S. continues to create an overbearing and uncertain regulatory environment. We must get it right. Yes, we must get it right. And Zuckerberg is doing some of the dirty work on Wednesday, hopefully. If they allow Libra to flourish in America, it's much more likely that the fear of crypto regulation will go away, and we'll have more companies wanting to base themselves in the United States instead of the opposite right now. So yeah, it's unfortunate that it's unfortunate for America that the innovation seems to be more freely going on in Asian countries. But hey, good for Asia. Let them. Good for people always like, well, how about if there was a question yesterday, and I've heard this so many times. What if all the countries on Earth ban Bitcoin? It's not happening. There's always going to be an outlier that wants to take advantage of the situation, that wants to innovate. So the United States is kind of being hardcore on some aspects of cryptocurrency right now, but there are other countries that are like, they're open for business. So Poloniex will flourish over there, I guess. And this is not, some people are like, well, it shows the Poloniex is spinning. If they're spinning off Poloniex, it's weak. They're leaving America. They're weak. They're not weak. for an exchange. And I let the exchanges compete. They just got to do what they got to do. And so finally, we will leave it with, I'm just reading the comments here. We're going to leave it with this dude. This is from Udi. Can we please say layer 1 transactions and layer 2 transactions instead of on-chain and off-chain? Pretty please? We have to stop this blockchain addiction. I like that. I like layer 1 and layer 2 instead of on-chain and off-chain, because eventually there's going to be a layer 3. That'll be off-chain also, won't it? Yeah, it's a better explanation. Better explanation. Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. Very, very good suggestion there, Udi, in the land of Israel. I hope everyone had a good Sukkot over there and a Shemini Atzeret, and happy Simchas Torah for everyone. We're about to enter that period. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, check out the links below, pound that like button, bang that bell button. This doesn't even look like it's lit, the lighting. Anyway, I will say hi to you dudes in the chat. Dude, check out disruptmeister.com. Follow me on Twitter at TECHBALT. We need you to support the show by retweeting that stuff. You can learn more about that on Saturdays, Beyond Bitcoin Show. And watch This Week in Bitcoin. Watch all the shows. Be a 20%er. Strong hand. See ya.